And what was the difference between your internship and being a PA?
So the internship was basically more of like an educational kind of experience where you're not really thrown into 100% of the responsibilities at DreamWorks. So like I would just be kind of shadowing a lot of what the production people did, what the
Yeah.
production assistants did, what the coordinators did, and then also knowing like the bigger picture ideas of what how a show's run.
Mhm.
And so there's also like a kind of like a not a curriculum, but more of like there are presentations involved on like how the industry works and how to break into certain jobs and how to get the job. And so for me, it was more like I was just visiting on the days that I was available. So there was not as much pressure to complete the certain tasks, more so like getting exposed to as much as possible. Um, and whatever the people gave you, whatever the company gave you, you're just absorbing it. And
Mhm.
then once you're a full-time employee, you don't have that much of an opportunity to meet people. Whereas interning, you meet as many people as you can. You know, you set up as many informationals as possible in order to get that much exposure. So if you're interested in storyboards or CG or writing, being an intern is a great opportunity to dedicate the time to meet with those people because you're not considered a full-time employee. You're just someone who's trying to expose themselves to all facets of the company.
Mhm.
But then once you're a full-time employee, you're dedicated to the show that you're on. So there's less time to meet with people and focusing more on your career is a little more difficult because then now you have to basically, have two jobs
Right.
where you are a PA during the day and then at nighttime you're dedicating those extra hours on everything else. Um, so for me, that's kind of like my journey into just breaking into the industry and then it's a whole nother story of like how I broke into storyboards.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to get into this later, but basically that's how you kind of do it is if you can't intern, then just find ways to make your resume and cover letter appealing to those companies.
Mm.
And that's something that I feel like is overlooked because in the end you want to focus on your portfolio, but you also want to focus on finding a way to explain to the company that you're the right fit.
Yeah.
And it's just a juggling act, knowing when to dedicate time to your portfolio and time to your resume and cover letter.